It's your girl Misty. As you can see, we're in a little bit different environment. One of my hobbies, now I'm not an expert, mind you, but one of my hobbies is ceramics. And so I thought I would bring y'all along on a journey to see what I do to prepare to throw things on the wheel. So this type of clay I have is a cone 5/6, so which just means that you can have, it's the heating temperature so that it can be fired at. And so I actually really like working with porcelain. So this is my porcelain, just cutting off a piece, a wire. So I'm gonna do, one important thing about clay is you don't want it to be dried out until you're done working with it. So you always have to keep covering it back up. So today I'm just gonna throw a few things on the wheel. Some days are great, some days are awful. So we'll see what kind of today is. So I'm just gonna prepare the clay for the wheel. So basically I just need to make it a centered piece. So just working the clay a little bit to make it, because it's hard, but it's not like, but still usable. So I need to make it into a shape to start with. You can really start with any shape. Some people start with balls, some people start with wedges. I like to do something in between, so just to be easier. And you want to make sure that there's no pockets of air in it, or when you're going to open up the bowl or whatever you're making, then it won't collapse or have tears in it and air pockets. So air pockets are not good. So I'm just going through and trying to make sure there's no air pockets in it. The nice thing about this clay is I haven't used it yet, so there will be less air pockets than reclaimed clay. Reclaimed clay is just when you take the clay that's already been used and really wet, and you dry it out and then rehydrate it, and then you put it through a machine to kind of squeeze it back together. So that's reclaimed clay. I'm using my new stuff that I bought. It's not super expensive. It was about, because I buy it in the 50 pounds, so one bag that I use is 25 pounds, so two of those. I think it was only like $40, which isn't bad. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not bad at all. Getting two things ready for the wheel. So this is the shape I like to go with. Some people like it. It really all depends on how you work with it. I also like to hand build, but today I felt like doing hand build is just not using a wheel and like using your hands. So today I just felt like going on the wheel, so I'm excited. It's the first time I've been on the wheel in a couple months with holidays and everything, so two of those. I'm not quite sure what I'm going for. I think I'm just going to play with it today and see what comes out and see if I like it. If not, I'll tear it back, squish it back together and so I can use it again. Use a sponge on the wheel, so I got a bucket of water and some bats to put the clay on, and you'll see me in a hot second. So over at the wheel, have my bat to put on the wheel, hook it on, and then turn on the wheel. So it makes it turn loud. So I use my foot to control the speed of the wheel. And my bucket of water, my sponge, and the clay. You can use other tools too, but especially in the beginning, I just use the sponge, bat, and clay in the wheel. Like, I don't do much. I like using my hands more than tools, at least right now. So I always wipe off the bat to make sure it's clean. And then the clay I just wedged stick it in the middle. Stick it in hard to make sure it's centered. So the first thing I have to do is center it, which is use water so you can move it more, and then the wheel high, on high setting, and the wheel going as fast as it will go. So to center it, you lean on over top of it, and I wedge my elbow into my thigh to hold it still so it doesn't move. So it's like flat palm, using the palm of my hand here. And then my other hand, I'm using the palm of my hand or the other one pushing down to make sure it's centered and not moving. There we go, centered. You know pretty quickly if you didn't center it correctly. So. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for like a cup or a mug of some kind. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. See what Clay wants to make today. Okay. Now that it's centered, we're in a good place. Now I'm gonna start opening up the structure. So I'm gonna stick my fingers in the middle, pull apart a little bit. And then I use my wet sponge. Now let's go with sponge on the inside and pull towards my palm. See what I'm doing? Up a little bit. Nice little bowl. There, I made a little bowl. Cut in a little bit on here. there we go. A bowl is done. Bottom. Take this off so it can dry. Here's the ball I made. Round 2. Bowl. Another bowl. Let's see that. This bowl, little bowl I made. So if you don't cut it from the bottom off while it's still wet, then it's forever hard to get off because the one's completely dry. And if you crack the whole thing. So these are the 2 bowls I just made. I'll have to dry. It's not very hard once you get the hang of it. I really enjoy working with it a lot. Different shapes, slightly different shapes, but bowls are the easiest. So yeah, this is a little bit of what I do to chill and relax, and artsy things are just, not that I'm really great at them, but I enjoy them and they're relaxing and they're great. So let me know if you want to see any more ceramic stuff and the glazing process, and like I said, I'm not an expert, but I have fun with it. So just let me know. Yeah. Remember, y'all are wonderful. Stay awesome.